Hi, this is Chloe from Inner Whispers. I'm a big fan of Jasmine Beckett-Griffith's art, and I also really like fairy tales, so I was delighted when I saw this Faerytale oracle coming out and just had to go get it. So let's take a look inside the box. It's a deck from Blue Angel, and yeah, so it has their nice sturdy box and hopefully the same good quality cards that we're used to. Let's break into it. Once again in this deck we see Jasmine Beckett-Griffith pairing up with Lucy Cavendish, who often writes very good companion books. And these, yes, seem to have a nice amount of detail compared to the last of her decks that I looked at. So just turning to a page at random, we have Hansel, Survival. Tells you about the fairy tale, shows you must find a clever way to outwit those who would harm you at the moment. And the meaning is given in brief over here, so clever ideas and practical know-how, planning and following through, being an inspiration, having leadership skills. So that's quite nice. And then we have Gretel, ingenuity. So a nice little bit on each card. And before that we have quite a few spreads, how to use the deck, your guidebook and how to read it, the importance of promises, myth or legend, the value of darkness in fairy tales, what are fairy tales, so the majority is the card messages, and there are 44 cards. In terms of spreads, let's have a quick. You can have the one card a day, a leaping card 3 times the charm, which is basic past, present, future, the Celtic cross, and so the we have the happily ever after spread, which is 9 cards, sorry, and a 13 moons forecast spread with 13 cards, as well as a fairy cross spread. So for the north, south, east, west, and a card at the centre. So quite a nice little selection. And then the card images with the little grayscale and the text. Interesting, I haven't sort of seen all of these fairy tales, but I think they'll work quite nicely. Let's take a look at the cards. We start with Snow White, expressing purity. Not quite sure where the wolf comes from in the Snow White story, but hey, I love wolves, so that's fine by me. Rapunzel for liberation is beautiful. The Princess and the Pea, sensitivity. Hansel we already saw as survival. Gretel for ingenuity. The Poisoned Apple is jealousy. The Little Mermaid is sacrifice. Puss in Boots for wit. Cinderella for magic. Goldilocks for entitlement. Yeah, that's a good one. The Tinderbox Soldier for ambition. Interesting. Yeah. The Frog Prince, intimacy. Thumbelina, expectations. Red Riding Hood, rites of passage. The Goose Girl, theft. Rumpelstiltskin for secrets. Bluebeard for taboos. Vasilisa the Brave for courage. She looks very fierce. The Little Match Girl for choice. Interesting. The Red Shoes for obsession, makes sense. 12 Dancing Princesses, enchantment. The Sea Maiden, promises. What came of picking flowers for greed? Tam Lin for battle. I'm going to have to check out a few of these. I'm not sure about Tam Lin. Brother and Sister for transformation. I think I've read that, but I'd like to look at it again. Snow White and Rose Red for sister love. Support. It has a kind of Three of Cups feel to me straight off. The Light Princess for being ungrounded. Don't know that story. Fairies for words. The Rose Elf, Revelations. As I say, I don't know that one either. The Day Boy and the Night Girl for balance. That's fun. The Princess Who Never Smiled for healing. I do love the poignancy of Jasmine Beckett-Griffith's artwork. There's something so sweetly appealing, yet also bittersweet. Sleeping Beauty for awakening. Verde Prato for wounds. I'll have to look that one up as well. So this one, there's a lot of very well-known ones and also some others that aren't. The Juniper Tree for deception. Interesting. Not what I would have chosen, and I don't see a juniper tree in the image. But yeah, I guess, yeah, because thinking about the story, I always think of it mostly from the mother's perspective. But yes. The White Snake for understanding. It's a lovely image with the Aurora Borealis in the background. The Snow Queen, loyalty. The Children of Lear, voice. Fair, Brown and Trembling for gifts. I have no idea what that is. The Wood Maiden for trust. It's a very sweet image with a little black goat. Dawn the Golden-Haired for duty. The Nixie of Mill Pond for memory. The Wild Swans for dedication. Yeah, that's for sure. 7 years, I think it was. Fairy Ointment for the sight. With a lovely t-shirt and rainbow butterfly wings. She's very got a, if you're going to San Francisco, feel to her. And Water and Salt for truth. So there's some very beautiful images here, and I always quite like when a deck does give a keyword as well, so you can read with it out of the box just using the keyword if you want to, but there's clearly going to be a lot more to dig into with a little bit in the book to sort of get you going. But of course you can always go and find the actual full fairy story if you want to dig a bit deeper, which is nice. It does give it that extra layer. And as I say, some really beautiful imagery here. So this is going to be a joy to work with. The cardstock feels nice. The backs are surprisingly simple. Yes, but very lovely. They have a kind of very geometric feel to them. And the cards are that kind of Blue Angel size, so just barely holdable, a bit bigger than your average tarot and certainly a lot wider. But they shuffle fairly well, and let's try a little riffle. I am straining to get my hands around them, but they riffle beautifully. Cardstock quality is very nice. And a quick draw. The Juniper Tree, deception. What lies are you telling yourself? What lies are you telling others? Blessed be.